second half, we played a bit more attacking, and you just saw how, we were much more threatening, weren't we? Why don't we play like that more often?
It's because the players can't hack it that often. They can't play with that intensity that
Why
often.
not?
Because they're not good enough, Sim. It's
So
as simple as that.
why did we do it
It's
in
as
the
simple
second
as
half? Why did we do it in the second half?
because Sim, what this team loves to do is whenever this is what I can't understand with the fans, right? With the overall outlook on Spurs at the moment. Every time I've seen Spurs go 1 or 2 nil down, we're losing a game, right? You cannot. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not going to jump on this board on this bandwagon where people say Frank is telling them to go and play like crap in the first half, and then as soon as they start going down by 1 or 2 goals, they all of a sudden they've got this new lease of life, like they're completely different players. That to me is the players actually trying to do something when there's no pressure on them. Conte said it himself before he got sacked. These players don't like to play under pressure. It's exactly the culture that's ingrained at this football club, which is why these players never are held to any accountability when they give performances like that, right? Why is it, Sim, that in the Liverpool game, right, when we went down to 9 men, right, all of a sudden we started playing much better than Liverpool with 9 men on the pitch? Are you going to sit there and tell me that Frank is saying, right, let's go down to 9 men and then go and start playing football? I'm sorry, that's
No,
absolutely
I would
insanity.
argue the tactics go out the window at that point, and we just go for it.
But the thing is, are you going to sit there? I don't think Frank is sitting there saying, right, to the players, go and play complete defensive football and just don't do any effort, nothing. I was listening to Alan Shearer during the match, right? And I was listening to the commentators, and they were saying at the end of the first half, right, they were saying that the players just didn't look like they wanted to play. Like there was no energy, no fight, no desire, no nothing. You cannot sit there and tell me that a professional footballer goes out onto a pitch and looks like they don't want to play football, and then in the second half they look like a completely different team. They look like a completely different team. Why is it that they can get up for a second half when they're 2-0 down, right? But they can't do that at the beginning of the match. To me, Sim, I have seen this far too many times over the years with different managers, different squads, and it's the same shit that happens every single time, right?